Hello ladies and gentlemen, in the following 5 minutes, I am going to introduce to you some major demographic trends in Taiwan, and I will introduce it from these 4 perspectives, as we can see from the slide. In demographic trend, I'll use some research and quantitative analysis results to picture a status quo of Taiwan's demographic trends. Then I will show a population pyramid of it during 1996 and 2020 respectively. I will also show a prediction of that in 2060. After that, we will come to a population distribution to give more detail into the population composition. Lastly, some suggestions will be presented in the population plan part. So first, let's have a look at the demographic condition in Taiwan. The first indicator is the CBR. As we can see from the slide, the crude birth rate of Taiwan has shown a fast decrease since 1951. Afterwards, it became a steadily decreasing trend. For the CDR, it presents a steady decreasing trend and then slightly rebounds. But overall, compared with the CBR, CDR is steadier. Then let's look at its total fertility rate. The graph shows that the current fertility rate for Taiwan in 2021 is 1.202 births per woman, a 1.52 increase from 2020. The fertility rate for Taiwan in 2018 was 1.150 births per woman, a 0.79% increase from 2017. In 2060, it is estimated to become 1.57, a 0.26 increase from the previous year. In 1950, the fertility rate was 7.069, a 1.64% decrease from the previous year. Currently, an interesting fact is that Taiwan has the lowest fertility rate in the world. The fourth is infant mortality rate, which has remained stable in Taiwan in the past decade. The infant mortality rate for Taiwan in 2020 was 3.518 deaths per 1,000 live births, a 2.68% decline from 2019. In 1950, that was 91.721. In 2060, it is estimated to be 1.893. Then we will look at its life expectancy. The current life expectancy for Taiwan in 2021 is 80.70 years, a 0.21% increase from 2020. The life expectancy for Taiwan in 2020 was 80.53 years, a 0.21% increase from 2019. In 1950, that was 55.30. In 2060, it's estimated to be 90.58. The second part will look at the population pyramid. Since 2000, the proportion of over 65-year-old senior citizens has been increasing. In 2006, Taiwan's elderly population accounted for 10% of the total population. By 2017 end, there were 3,268,800 people over 65 years old, which was 13.86% of the population. In 1949 to 1966 was the post-war baby boom period, in which the number of births crossed 6 million. After the 1980s, the number of births fell to about 200,000. The negative growth began around 2015. It is estimated that by 2060, the population will fall to 18 million. The third part, the population of Taiwan Island, is mainly distributed in the west because the terrain here is plains, making it suitable for agriculture and urban construction. Also, the warm and sunny climate with less precipitation is comfortable. Being adjacent to the Taiwan Strait and closer to Fujian province helped historical early immigration. Lastly, here are some of my suggestions to demographic plans in Taiwan. Before that, a quick explanation of the reasons behind the current condition. There are 3 main factors: economics, attitude, and government support. Firstly, many rural laborers flocks to cities as the industrial structure changes. The cost of living inhibits people's willingness to bear children. Secondly, with the social security system improvement, people have no worries about descendants. Modern women are focusing on jobs instead of family, forcing them to choose infertility or late childbearing. Thirdly, the Taiwanese government's investment is insufficiently compared to other countries. The Danish government's public expenditure on maternity allowance, early childhood education, and childcare services accounted for 0.6%, 1.2%, and 1% of the country's GDP respectively. What has the government done? Based on the current population policies, the government encourages 2-child policy. It also provides 8 weeks of maternity leave and 5 days of paternity leave, and some other plausible practices. But what can the government do better? The government should strengthen the financial welfare to parents with babies, provide prolonged maternity leave, and equality in job opportunities for women after childbirth to change the conception of fertility among working women. Thank you.